All right, we'll get into the dailies today.
A lot of things happening, right?
A lot of things
I love it when
happening.
we have a lot of news. A lot of I don't like boring
The quiet
days.
days.
No.
All right, well, let me start here. I have the final newspaper. I don't know what happened with the Daily Graphic today, but MPP Akufo-Addo Bawumia, others mourn Teresa Kufuor. The long queues on final day of voter registration in Accra. We have Educhu migrates education to online, starting with 30 schools and tablets for each student. You know, when I heard this story, first of all, I was like, well, you know, it's not about the starting. You know, it's about sustainability. It's about, let's see what it looks like in a year's time. Mm-hmm. Let's see what it looks like in 3 years' time. You know, what would it look like?
Sometimes the starting matters.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of things, a lot of announcements have come, but we are waiting for the start.
You see, the General Hospital.
Yeah.
It's still rubble.
Yeah. When that thing was pulled down, I was there to cover
Report
it
on it
for CNN.
Yeah.
So as for saying, it's okay.
It's okay. It's easy to say.
Let's start.
Anyway, winner of flag bearer race has a lot of work to do. Dr. Akoto is speaking. It's true. He has a lot of work to do. Exempt medication and dialysis kits from taxes and duties. While President Mahama speaking.
And moving on to the Ghanaian Times, at World Mental Health Day, MHA to rid streets of mental patients to restore dignity. Well, I hope they have the facilities, you know, to take all these people off the streets and keep them.
What does it even mean when you say rid the streets of mental patients to restore dignity? Dignity to who?
I think to the people.
To the people?
To the mental health patients,
okay.
You know. But we've attempted this before. I mean, we take them away and we don't know what happens. They come back because of all the challenges that our psychiatric hospitals also are facing. You know, do they have what it takes to accommodate all these people? So you get them off the street to where?
So question. The people that were gotten off the street the last time we went to do operation to get them off the street, where are they?
You know, some of them have found their ways back. Others
so they escaped. How did they escape?
But remember at the point, the mental hospitals were complaining about resources and all that,
so
and they also threatened that.
Them.
I mean, families were not coming for their patients. Families,
yeah, but it's the government's responsibility to take care of people who can't take care of themselves.
Yeah,
not the families.
No, but
it's the government's responsibility.
But David, if you also bring your, I don't think that I get where you're coming from. But if you are not well and I take you to the hospital and I abandon you there, and you are well now, but we can't trace your family members and all that. I mean, we shouldn't, you know, close one eye and think that our government can do everything. I mean, we know where we are, so I think it's a shared responsibility.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying that we've set up a system that's non-functional. It was dead on arrival because you have institutions that should be taken care of. So we have the psychiatric hospitals, but we also have social welfare. Yeah. Do you understand? We're not resourcing them enough and insisting on them doing the work they're supposed to do. That is why we have what we have.
Yeah,
do you understand?
I get that. And my point
is... And
until
we do what we have to do, because you see, the millions, you see, when you say that we are our debt level is now 575 billion, right? The money, it was spent where? On what?
You know, David, that is another conversation. Okay, but I think
but you didn't spend any in the psychiatric hospitals. We didn't spend any taking care of, you know, people who are on the street.
My point is,
really,
this is where we are.
Yeah.
Accounting for the money and looking for the money is another conversation.
Yes.
But in the meantime, we have people who need help.
Yeah.
And I think that families and these health institutions must come together. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because if you, that's what I always say. I can't take you to the hospital and leave you there and say that it is the Ministry of Health responsibility, it's the Ghana Health responsibility. So my family members should be there. You get where I'm coming from. I mean, if you can help, do something about it. And I think we also need to preach. Sometimes it's not just about government's inability. It's also sometimes the stigmatization, we not knowing so much about the healing processes of persons with mental health issues and all that. So people feel that once you have some kind of, that is it, we just going to leave you somewhere. No, I think that we also need families to up their game and also help, because most of these people need that love, you know, to heal properly. Anyway, so still on the front page, Theresa Kufuor, ET Mensa pass on. EC ends limited voter registration exercise. Abide by security arrangements. Police urge minority occupied BOG protesters.
All right. So the Chronicle has these headlines. Kumasi traders warn, stop the tribal politics against Bawumia. Presidency not for Akans alone. Okay. Akoto bemoans neglect of grassroots by party and government. We also have 12 SHSs to study aviation and aerospace engineering. 12 SHSs. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Lojokuku celebrates Bawumia, and we have the scripture for today, Psalm 25, verse 19. Look upon my enemies, for they are many. They hate me with violent hatred. Wow. Hey,
anyway,
Chronicle.
Now the Daily Guide. Killer houseboy pleads guilty. Come to the photograph of the guilty John Alistair. We also have on the front page, 13,000 traders declare Bawumia. Nana NPP mourn late Theresa Kufuor, 25 jailed, 85 years for Galamsey, and voter registration ends.
All right, the Daybreak has these headlines here. It says, IGP Kokonsa tape. Committee suspends sittings. Witnesses shocked. Wow. Okay, you get to find out what the stories are all about. Chairman Sabunsu rubbishes tribal politics allegations. We have Mahama running mate. Iwa Dako breaks into top 3. Oh, interesting. And why is a fiery military hospital not working? Good question.
Well, the anchor, more questions over bust 234,000 Citi iPhones. But what are they using the iPhones for? Is it a special operation that they need just iPhones for? Or is it just that they need phones? Or maybe we'll get details.
234,000 Ghana Cedi.
Yeah.
How many iPhones is that?
Well, so
and then which kind of iPhone? Do we assume the latest release?
Well, so the story is on page 2. So if you would indulge me quickly.
Yes, go ahead.
More questions have popped up following the shocking confirmation the management of the state-owned bulk oil storage and transportation company limited board has spent, they've spent an eye-popping 234,000 cedis to purchase advanced phones for its corporate executives, despite the justification given by the company. Dr. Eric Odrosai, the Director General of the Internal Audit Agency, is asking why a value-for-money audit was not done before the purchasing of the 18 iPhone 13 Pro Max devices. Okay, so
iPhone 13.
Yeah.
That's what they bought.
Well, maybe they've not heard of iPhone 15. What about
this
15?
But this one, they bought it before the 15 came. But I'm wondering why they didn't buy the 14.
So you can trade it in, okay? The 13 Pro Max, you can trade it in.
Because
iPhone
it's new, right? It's new, right?
Out, okay?
Yeah.
Like 15 is out, so spend some more and go and get iPhone 15. Are you for real, boss?
Well, sports is next. Don't go anywhere. All right, it's time for sports. And Ghana midfielder Thomas Partey has returned to training with Arsenal after recovering from a reported groin injury. Now, the 30-year-old player was welcomed back to the group by his teammates who playfully integrated him back into the fold. Now, Partey's latest injury forced him to miss crucial league games against Everton, Tottenham Hotspurs, and AFC Bournemouth. Now, the former Atletico Madrid player also missed Arsenal's UEFA Champions League 4-0 win over PSV Eindhoven And the game marked Arsenal's return to the Champions League after a 6-year hiatus. Now, on the international front, Partey's injury meant he missed Ghana Black Stars games against Central African Republic and Liberia. Now, with Premier League on Citi, Chelsea found a rare Premier League win after they beat Fulham 2-0 at Craven Cottage on Monday night in the last match of round 7 of the league. Well done to Chelsea. Mikhailo Modric and Armando Broja got 2 quick-fire first-half goals to settle the tie in favor of the Blues. The win gives Chelsea 8 points, and it moves them to the 11th spot on the table, 1 behind Manchester United. Brothers in arms. That's just my own addition. Now, the UEFA Champions League returns this week on Tuesday and Wednesday night across Europe. Now, on Tuesday, Manchester United will seek to find their first win of the competition when they host Galatasaray of Turkey at Old Trafford. Now, they lost 4-3 to Bayern Munich on the opening night in Germany, and they will hope to make amends, especially after losing to Crystal Palace last Saturday. Now, the biggest game of Tuesday will be between Napoli and Real Madrid at the Stadio Diego Maradona in Naples. Now, the two teams top Group C after recording opening day wins against Braga and Union Berlin, respectively. The likes of Arsenal, Bayern Munich, and Inter Milan will also be in action on Tuesday night. And with that, we come to the end of sports this morning.